Hello viewers, today we see about the tissue part 2. Nervous tissue. Nervous tissue is one of the four major classes of tissue. It's mostly found in central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Mainly it contains neurons and supporting cell known as a neuroglia. The nervous system is responsible for control of body and communication among its parts. Nervous tissue contains two categories of cell, neurons and neuroglia. Neurons, these are highly specialized nerve cells and which receives the impulse from another nerve and from the different cell or tissue. A typical neuron consists dendrites, cell body and axon. Nervous tissue is composed of neurons and supporting cells known as the neuroglia or glial cells. There are six types of neuroglia. Four are found in the central nervous system, while two are found in peripheral nervous system. The four types of neuroglia found in the central nervous systems are astrocytes, microglial cells, epidermal cells, and oligodendrocytes. There are two types of neuroglia found in peripheral nervous system. These are satellite cells and Schwann cells. Neurons are other type of cells that comprise nervous tissue. Neurons have cell bodies, dendrites and axon. So there are four types of neuroglia. These are the astrocytes, oligodendrites, microglia and epidermal cells. There are two types of process known as dendrites and axon. Dendrites are the motor dendrites. These are the dendrites. Dendrites are motor neurons that are short and have a large surface area for receiving signal from other neuron. Dendrites convey incoming message towards the cell body and therefore known as receptive input region. The axon arises from the cone-shaped portion of cell body and is called the axon hillock. Functionally, the axon is the conducting regions of neuron and is responsible for generating and transmitting impulse typically away from the cell body. Then we see about the epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissues are widespread throughout the body. They form covering of all body surface, line body cavities, hollow organs, and the major tissue in the gland. They perform variety of functions include protection, secretion, absorption, exertion, filtration, diffusion, and sensory reception. The cells in the epithelial tissue are tightly packed together with very little matrix because the tissue form covering and lining of cells have one free surface that is not in contact with other cells. Opposite the free surface, the cells are attached to underlying connecting tissue by non-cellular basement membrane. The membrane is a mixture of carbohydrates and protein secreted by epithelial and connective tissue cells. Epithelial cells may be squamous, cuboidal, and columnar in shape and may be arranged in single or multiple layers. So these are types of epithelium: simple single cells, that is the squamous. These are cuboidal simple cell, simple columnar cells, then stratified squamous, stratified cuboidal, pseudostratified column, and transitional. So simple epithelial cells means single layer of cells lying on basement membrane. This includes squamous, cuboidal, columnar, ciliated or columnar non-ciliated. Thin plate-like cells, pleural, pericardial, abdominal cavities, then cuboidal, cubical cells, endometrium gland, then columnar, these with cilia, then it is called the ciliated, with no cilia, then non-ciliated. These are cubical but elongated cell with or without cilia. Then ciliated cells found in trachea and bronchial tree, while non-ciliated found in gastrointestinal tract. Then stratified or compound means the more than one layer of cells. Basal layer lies on the basement membrane. Squamous, plate-like cells one above the other, found in skin, oral cavity, esophagus, vagina. Transitional, basal squamous and then columnar cell look like a pear-shaped, found in renal pelvis, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. Then columnar, basal columnar and then stratification of cells, pharynx, epiglottis and fetal tissues. Thank you.